Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. This is a little quick video about some things I have put in my Etsy shop. These are things that, I usually show you things I'm going to use in my journals, and sometimes I'm not sure I'm going to put them in my shop, but these things I knew I was going to put in my shop, and I already did, so I just wanted to share real quick. So all the measurements, I'm not going to give you inches and measurements because those are in the listing. And so the first thing here I want to show you is this. If I find a needlepoint items like pillows, or like last year I had found a needlepoint Christmas stocking and a needlepoint Santa Claus. So anything like that, if I find something that's in really good condition and really, something I like, I figure other people would like it too. So I usually get those if the price is okay, and put those in my shop. So this is a really pretty needlepoint pillow, and I really liked the daffodils here. I guess they're daffodils. I'm going to call them daffodils. So anyway, it's got, usually the needlepoint has some kind of like velvet on the back of the pillow, if it's a pillow. And this one has a zipper where you can take this off and wash it. So really nice. And so I put that in my shop. That's one thing. And so just a few things here. I found some beautiful books, and I wanted to, just go ahead and put those in my shop because I thought they were beautiful, but I didn't want to, of course, do anything with them as far as, I didn't get them to make a journal with. I just got them to put in my shop. So this is I found a couple of beautiful books with embossed covers. So if you can see this cover, it's embossed like it's raised. Really pretty. I don't believe it's leather, but I believe it's a leather look. You know what I mean? It looks like leather, but it's not. It even has, I believe this is real stitching. As far as I can tell, like I can't see it on this side. It might be covered up, or I can see it a little bit on this side actually. Oh, I can see it on this side if I put it in the light the right way. Yes, I can see it right there. So it's actually got stitching around here, and this side too. This is a Billy Graham Hope for Each Day, morning and evening devotions. Let's see, the only wear I saw was right here on the cover, like a little scuff type thing right there, there, and there. And let me hold that close so maybe you can see it. I've got morning light going on here, so that means it's dark outside. And I've got two lights here in my craft room. But hopefully you can see that. I think maybe you can. And then the inside looks brand new. So I don't know why this ended up in a thrift store, but look at this. It's not old. It's not, I don't think it's quite vintage yet. In fact, I think it was kind of far from vintage. Let me find I have the copyrights of all these in my shop too, so I won't take time to do that. If you want to know the copyright, just look in my shop, Turquoise Dreaming. I'll have my shop listed, or not listed, but linked under this video, so you can just go look through whatever you want to look through. But you can see it's brand new, and I just thought this would be nice for, first of all, a devotional like this is very encouraging a lot of times, and it's nice to just open and read a page. You can see they're like one-page devotions, and it has a verse up here. So I thought it was really neat and beautiful. So that's in my shop. And these are two books I found. I really couldn't believe they're in the thrift store, but they were. Just two of them so far. If I find any more, if I go back and I find any more of these, I'll get them, because I think it was a set of a lot more. You know what I mean? I don't know how many are in the set, but I think there's more in the set. And these are, was it Time Life, I believe? Yeah, Time Life books. This one's called The Pioneers. And I'll just show you. I put, as many pictures as I could in. And these are almost vintage. I believe it was, or are they vintage? Wait a minute. I think these are vintage. I think these were 1975 copyright. it's also, of course, in the listing. Let's see, where is it? Of course, I can't find it right. Here it is. This one says, yeah, the most recent date is 1975 on these. And there's colored pictures and pictures like this, black and white, and just some really neat stuff in here. And interesting, you know, it's history. It's called The Pioneers. So really neat. You know, it would be great for a collection. I mean, look at this right here. Isn't that neat? If I was going to take this apart, there'd be some great stuff in here for a journal, but I'm not doing that. See this letter here, an old letter, copy of an old letter. Nice pictures. Some more. And so I just go through here real quick. Not too quick, because I want to show you the coolness of this book. But just really neat. So when I saw it in a thrift store, I was, you know, I don't know how long. Look at this right here. This is one of my favorite things. This is some kind of maybe I picture it being a paperback kind of pamphlet or book. And it says National Wagon Road Guide. Isn't that cool? And it's blue. So that I thought that was awesome. And just stuff like that throughout, you know, throughout here. So, yes, this is in my shop. I just thought it was so neat when I saw it. I had to get it. Look at that. Okay, so that's the Pioneers. And then, let me put this down. And then this one is about Native Americans. And, you know, it's also the same year, Time Life Books. And it's also, you know, history. So I'll show you this one. This one, neither one of them have, both of them are in, I would say, excellent shape. I think this one has a few little, I think this probably happened at the thrift store, you know what I mean? I think it got poked by some other books or something. See that? I think that's actually probably from other books. This being, you know, piled on top of other books. That's what I picture it happening here. I bet that happened at the thrift store, unfortunately. But it's not, you know, it's on the back. The front is perfect. You know, the spines are perfect. The inside spines, of course, are not loose or anything. It's got this little scribble out. I don't know if that was a name or what, but somebody marked that out. But that's the only, I think that was the only damage I saw. That's not really damage, but, you know, that's the only writing, I guess I could say. And that was the only damage I saw on this one. So this one's a couple dollars less than the other one just for that reason. But also lots of nice pictures if you want to know, if somebody wants to learn history of the Native Americans, this would be great for that, I would think. You know, I haven't read it myself. I just thought it was a beautiful book. And that it had, you know, a lot of information and old pictures here of, you know, how it was and what really happened, you know, back then. So, you know, it'd be great for, might be great for homeschooling. I don't know if you would need this type of thing, or just for a collection. I know some people just like beautiful books on their bookshelf, so it would be great for that. And again, the measurements are, it's a nice big book. And this is also raised. I got both of these. I didn't say that on the other one, but I thought you could see it. It's a beautiful raised here. This is all raised. It's not, again, it's not leather, but it has a really good feeling, and it's raised and a beautiful spine here on both of these. So these are already in my shop, so I just wanted to share real quick. These two Trixie Belden books. I find these once in a while, and I have some that I want to make journals out of, but I don't need anymore. You know what I mean? I've kind of made up my mind that I've got to part with some of my books because I'm running out of room here in my craft room to store them. And I have some bookshelves. I have a lot of bookshelves in here, but actually, just running out of room. So these are both in my shop. You can see there's, you know, they're old, they're worn, but that's great for a junk journal. So, you know, I'll just show you, there's a little bit of damage there. You know, there's a name written here. The spine is a little, is it loose on this? it's got a rip right here. You know, it's starting to come apart. And again, the dates are in my shop, but you can see the pages are browned, but their pages are in good shape. And same, let's see if this one's about the same, probably. And I like the yellow and the blue. I like these particular, because there was another one that I didn't get. So I don't know. This one looks, the spine is a little looser. You can see that that fabric that they use, that netting or whatever, in between this right here. And there's a name, of course, written there. The back is, you know, it's coming apart, but it's cheap in my, these are cheap and priced cheaply or inexpensively in my shop. So, you know, I just thought I would share those that way in my Etsy. So Trixie Belden mystery books. Those are mystery books. I thought, you know, I read Nancy Drew. I didn't read Trixie Belden, but I think those are probably really neat stories too. So I found 3 of these, and if I find any more, if I go back there, which I will go back, of course, but if I find any more, I might get them. It depends on, you know, these are big, not, well, they're not huge, but they're not small. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I really love them though. So if I find any more, I might get them if I feel like storing them until these sell. But I think I've priced these very fairly for what they are. They're World Book Encyclopedias. I've never seen any like this, the black ones. Mostly what I see is like the 19, I would say, probably 70s, where it's the cream color with the green stripe. So I see those once in a while. But these are really old. They're 1927. I mean, I think they're really pretty for what they are. And they're smaller than I think they're smaller than the green and white ones, or the white and green ones, or off-white, whatever, cream colored. It has a pretty spine here. 1927, old, right? Almost antique. And so the spines on all of these are coming loose. I mean, this one's starting here with the netting showing back there. And look at let me show you the beautiful inside pages here, right here. This is beautiful, but this is coming loose. But beautiful here. And then these are called Organized Knowledge in Picture in Story and Picture. The World Book, Organized Knowledge in Story and Picture. You know, it has the date right here, 1927. And just show they're all pretty much the same. So here's, again, of course, the spine is coming off. So I don't want to flip it around too much. But I just, you know, I couldn't leave them there. They were so cool. I mean, someone could fix that, glue it back together or whatever, or leave it like it is and just put it on a bookshelf if you just wanted a nice old book for your, you know, pretty old book. It's got marbled edges here. All of them have that. And, you know, the front and back is the same in all of them. It's got a blimp right here. Isn't that cool? In the old airplanes. And then the pictures are, I mean, just look at the pictures here a little bit. Let me show you. Very cool pictures in here. Let's see. Look at that. This is volume 5, G through K. Pretty much G through K. So this is Hungary, like the country. And there's charts and little things like this. There's at least one colored picture in each one. So this might be the colored picture in here. North American, Native Americans. Oh, here's another colored picture. Oh, that's neat. I hadn't seen that one. Practice work in home decoration. In 1927. You've got your wood burning stove there. See, isn't this cool? I had to get these. I had to. There was no leaving it behind. Really cool. I mean, if I was going to cut this up, you could get some great stuff from here as far as the little pictures to make ephemera, or even using the pages. They are, let me tell you what type of pages they are. Now I'm not going to bend them and see if they break or anything. I don't want to damage these books in any way. But actually they're very, thick. Not very thick, but they're not thin. Like, you know how you open some old dictionaries and they have that kind of like almost a really thin kind of onion skin type of paper. This is not that. This is a thicker paper, like a regular paper, I would say. Not any kind of onion skin type paper. So that's one. That's volume 5. This one is volume 9. School Garden to Trojan War. You can see the spine. There's a little something there. Rip. Here's the back, the front. The back and front are both kind of like embossed with this world here, or globe, and the world book on both front and back. It's the same thing. I think it's the same size. And all of them, of course, have that marbled edge I told you about. And then so, they all have this. They're all loose spines. So I'm not going to show you that, but just show you the pages here a little bit so you can get an idea of how cool these are. And why I had to bring them home. I had to rescue them. Look at this right here. Sweden. I just saw another picture. Sweet potatoes. Swimming. Charts. Switzerland. Let's see. There was a really pretty map in one of these for the colored picture. Let's see if I can find that. Or I don't know if it was in this one. Spain. One of these has a ripped page, which I took the picture of it in the listing. But the rest of them, the other two didn't. South Carolina. Oh, here's the map in this one. Kind of like a neat National Geographic type thing. Oh, here's another map. Okay. Yeah, I took a picture of this one and I didn't see this. Cool. Yeah, nice. It says South America. So, very cool little pictures. And look at that. Oh, I took a picture of this one too. The Story of Serbia. And this says, washing clothes in a hollowed tree trunk. National costume right there. See, little pictures like that would be great for if you were to cut this apart for making ephemera and things for a journal. I'm not doing it. I've got enough to cut apart. I don't need to cut these apart. I bought these just to sell in my shop because I thought they were so cool. Same thing. And this one is volume 10, Troy to Z, it says. Troy to Z. So this is the last one. So I will look. I'll keep my eyes out for more because I would use these if I needed them. I just don't need them. You know what I mean? I think I have a vintage, not this old, but I have a vintage world book in my collection that I can use that. And I have a dictionary, and I have a very thick dictionary, one of the big ones. So I don't need to keep. I don't need to keep. And I haven't used very much of it. I keep telling myself I need to get in there and use some of those dictionary pages because I bought one with, the non-onion skin type paper to make sure I, had thick paper to use, or regular paper at least, and not that real onion skinny type paper. So really, Washington's birthday, see outline and questions on George Washington. So very cool encyclopedia. And that is it. I just wanted to be able to give you a little, it's a few things. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a detailed flip through here so you could see how awesome these are. Look at that. Religion in the United States. Huh. A chart. Here's the code down here. Isn't that cool? That's just a cool chart, as the graphics there. The story of the United States. Different birds, turkeys. Just cool. Very cool little maps. Okay, so that's it. That's what I wanted to share in this video. And I might do some little videos like this once in a while for things I just, not necessarily going to use for myself, but just want to get into my shop and, get through from the thrift store, into my shop and out the door, because I don't really have room to store all this stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody, and putting up with me, and I will talk to you later. Happy crafting and happy thrifting.